Hello everyone! I shall now proceed with the first subtopic, that is, the definition of the contract of sale of goods. A contract of sale of goods is defined in Section 4, Subsection 1 as a contract whereby the seller transfers or agrees to transfer the property in goods to the buyer for a price. There may be a contract of sale between one part owner and another. Based on the definition provided in the section, we will further scrutinize each and every keywords or elements for a deeper understanding of the legal concept of the contract of sales of goods. Accordingly, the first keyword is the seller. By cross-referring to the interpretation section in Section 2, seller means person who sells or agrees to sell. In regard to the seller, he or she is either transfers or agree to transfer. Here, please take note that there are two different concepts that need to be clearly understood, that are sale and an agreement to sell. This is further illustrated in the Section 4, Subsection 3, whereby it states that under a contract of sale, the property in the goods is transferred from the seller to the buyer. The contract is called a sale. However, where the transfer of the property in goods is to take place at a future time or subject to some condition thereafter to be fulfilled, the contract is called an agreement to sell. Interestingly, this will lead to the next point or element, which is good. Property means ownership. Ownership or title is sometimes used interchangeably. Thus, property in goods or title in goods means the ownership. It is to be remembered that the sale involves transfer of property. The legal object of the sale transaction is a transfer of ownership or title in goods from the owner to the buyer. The concept of ownership is to be distinguished from possession. A party may be in possession of the goods, but he is not the owner. Only the party who is the owner can transfer or pass title to the buyer. For the contract of sale of goods, a seller is not necessarily has to be the owner. For example, any sale made by mercantile agent when acting in the ordinary course of business of a mercantile agent shall be as valid as if he was expressly authorized by the owner of the goods to make the sale, as in Section 27 of SOGA. The next key point or element is the goods. Thus, what are goods? Goods is being defined in Section 2 of SOGA as every kind of movable property other than actionable claims and money, and includes stock and shares, growing crops, grass and things attached to or forming part of the land which are agreed to be ceded before sale or under the contract of sale. What are not goods under Section 2 then? Accordingly, these are not goods: money, selling of services, immovable properties such as land and buildings, for example, house and factory, actionable items such as a right to sue another person. These are not considered as goods in SOGA. Next, in regards to the buyer, SOGA defines buyer as a person who buys or agrees to buy goods. And finally, price. Price is the consideration. Section 2 defines price as the money consideration for sale of goods. If the goods are exchanged with other goods without money consideration, then SOGA does not apply. This is a barter trade system. A barter trade system is not a contract of sale of goods under SOGA. To sum up, once all the elements or requirements are satisfied, there is a contract of sale of goods, even though payment may be immediate or in installments, or delivery of the goods may be in installments, or the goods either do not exist at the time of the contract but the good is to be acquired in the future, that is, future goods, or have yet to be identified or ascertained, that is, unascertained goods. I hope the video explanation helps. Till next video then.